And I would like to give the floor to Paolo Bestetti, the CEO of Baxter, and you're also the founder of the company. Yes, one of the founders. Well, congratulations for this video and welcome. Your technology is less visible than lightning. And your technology is more about ambiance, right? Well, we mainly work on materials. You said I'm the founder of the company, but Luigi Bestetti, my uncle, was the founder, and 30 years ago he started working with leather, and I fell in love with this material. So, and then he called me and he asked me to participate. And we started working together. It was very interesting. And the main idea was to recover the traditional technologies of leather processing. And from that moment on, you produce other products. And today, we have a lifestyle concept. Our brand is not only leather, but we have a 30% share of lifestyle. We created a universe of products which are in the same framework of leather. And so we have collections of rugs, for example, and coffee tables, and so on and so forth. And when I was in Paris, we united the part which is focused on fashion. And we have a lady producing buttons, you can see in the video. And all of these families of products are part of our company. So leather is our core business. And then we called people who were able to work with different materials with a level of sophistication, which is our main feature. Our product is not too industrial. It has a uniqueness. And Baxter is marked by this concept of uniqueness, let's say, of the products. As our friend from Giorgetti said, do you mainly work on projects rather than on individual products, or how do you structure your work? So from the sale of individual products, we started from there, and then 90% of our work now is project-based by the company or a multi-brand project. And this is part of the reason why we decided to produce this presentation you've just seen. During the pandemics, we contacted our 25 mono-brand stores and created a community of professionals which work together and are the driving engine for innovation and research. And they are the main basis for Baxter's projects. This is the added value of Baxter. We do not only sell a product, we sell a project. And I think that this is something we must explore. This is a stronger and stronger trend. So companies should be part of a project. It can be 80%, 90%, 100% a Baxter project, but it must be a project, because only selling a product is something which does not work anymore. Why? Because this is something which is very widespread in Asia, or what's the reason for this? Well, Made in Italy is not only producing things, but being able to combine different products in the same environment. And you need a project for this. So the people you work with do not only need to touch the product they're buying, for example, a sofa or a chair, but our consumers must see how we combine different products, and this is very important. So we should work in this direction. You were talking about the COVID crisis, and which changes did this incredible period bring about in your company? Well, we started a digitalization process for our company 3 years ago. We finished the project, this project, before the pandemic. So literally in 2 days, we were able to switch to the digital world. So we decided to take this as an opportunity. And we said to ourselves, if in this moment we cannot have a physical relationship with our dealers, partners, and communities, we can reach the community, because thanks to the digital, we can make up for the physical distance. And during the pandemics, this has allowed us to remain stable in our sales. There were 2 months of total stop, but this gave us the opportunity to increase our intimacy with our distributors and with our community. When you say community, are you talking about dealers or consumers? I'm talking about all the people who are between the dealer and the final consumer, because there is a whole chain of consultants, sales reps, and so on and so forth, who promote our products. So you're talking about the architects, the interior designers. Yes, I'm talking about them, and I think they are a vital link for the products, for the company's supply chain. So they give an added value to the products and play a vital role. So you were talking about 25 dealers. And what's your approach to distribution? In Milan, you have a distribution center which used to be a cinema. So we have 4 single brand in Milan, London, New York, and another city. So these are mono brands, and Rome, sorry. And so these are mono brands, and they only sell our brands, and you can have some consultancy services, but you cannot actually buy our products there. And so I can't say how is it going with these mono brands. So just a question. I enter, I can see a beautiful Baxter couch, but I cannot buy it. So I can ask a consultancy, right? Is that the way it works? Yes, these are stores which are oriented to the designers, not to the final consumers. And the place where I want to put these products is extremely important now. And so we have a consultant who can help you place this couch you were talking about in the right place in your house. And this helps people to get to know the company better and have specialized consultants. So you can talk about your project. We help you with your project, and then you can buy the products wherever you want. London and New York, for example, are two hubs for products. 20% of projects are carried out in the area of London and New York, but the rest of the projects are carried out in other parts of the world. What about the other markets? We have 25 stores from Tokyo to Los Angeles, and all these stores are directly, let's say, curated by our designers, and we also provide consultancy and staff training, which is also very important because people want to see well-trained people in our stores so they can export our special approach to materials, colors, products all over the world. And so this monobrand, these single brand stores, what do they account for in your activity? Well, 30-35%. We still have several multi-brands. We still distribute our products in multi-brand stores. But do you think that single brand stores can increase in the future? Well, I think that they will, because there is a requirement for places where you can really get to know the company, their products, and so on, 360 degrees. And people maybe feel more confident in their choices if they are helped by our consultants. So this is something very interesting. But in some multi-brands, you have important resources for the design and implementation of projects. These are people who are expert in this kind of market, and they have contacts with other interlocutors, and so on and so forth. Okay, so can you give us some figures about 2019, 2020, 2021? Do you think the figures that we presented about the market trends are realistic? Yes, and I think there's been some technical rebound. There's been an acceleration, and this acceleration did not take place at the global level, but only at individual market levels. And the recovery is taking place at different paces all over the world. In Asia, for example, there's been a boom, and 20% of our activities are carried out in Asia, so quite a lot. And I can say that expectations are quite high because not all markets are undergoing recovery. Not all of them have improved their performance and have undergone acceleration. So for next year, we're expecting a significant growth, and we should go to the flow. In 2019, what was your turnover? I think 40 and now 50, and there's been a growth in 2020, right? Yes, there's been a growth also thanks to digitalization, which gave us the opportunity to continue some processes, improve our performance, and control the sales flows. And digitalization was extremely useful. It was very, very convenient to close this digitalization project before the pandemic. What's your purpose for this year? And we hope to grow by 20-25%, right? So you're in line with the growth rates of listed companies. We're not listed, but we're still aiming at growth. And what about the future? Do you think that you may maybe bring about some M&A? Do you think that the growth will be consistent, or maybe there will be some changes? I do not have a crystal ball. And we are a family company, and our people are involved in projects, and they carry out these projects with a sensitivity, with love, with care. From this point of view, Baxter has always been a growing company. There's always been growth. And I think that there can be some sort of expansion of our collection. Something I would like to do is being able to export the concept of project and consultancy all over the world, and increase our presence all over the world, and strengthen this experience. I want to call it an experience. Maybe the physical environment, the showroom, is not enough anymore. Maybe there are other modal experience and of experience in the world of furniture, and this is really fascinating. At Baxter Cinema in Milan, we've got a bar, for example. We've got some top-level restaurants, and they're all part of the brand's capacity to be visible and to be easily recognizable. So this experience, this capacity to be recognized, it could be an alternative channel for visibility, not only showrooms, but also other environments that can be used by the community of professionals to get in touch with Baxter, keep in touch with Baxter, and they can be an interesting experience for end consumers. Thank you, Paolo. Thank you, and congratulations.